rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, yeah, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts, cause I'm too lost. Off the speakers can't even handle me. Even what I got, nobody will drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And no, I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some more job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy. I'm getting forgotten souls, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your balls. I got what?
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to our AFA live series. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys are having an awesome friggin' day. The only way your day can be better is if you get the hell up here and start talking with me. So I got a good topic today. I wasn't going to do a live stream, but my friend's over at News New England, Mid-Ohio. He's going to be doing a show at 8:30, and I figured maybe we can get this party started and get some people headed over his way and start talking about an important subject. Bad cops create a movement, and I believe that this is a great topic of discussion because bad cops. We got cámaras, el cámara, qué pasó, cámara.
And that's the reason I stopped you today.
Wow, what the fuck? What an asshole. He totally just came up here to drop my tagline and then fall off the fucking panel with a shitbag. Bad cops created up News New England. Let me guess. Now he's going to come up here and say, that's the reason I stopped you today, and then drop off the panel like cameras did. Hello.
And that's the reason I came here today.
Are you going to stay? Fuck. God damn it. Ha! You cannot abandon.
Crap. I didn't X out far enough.
Damn better.
All right.
So we got a good topic, Ryan. We got an open topic, so people can come on and talk about whatever the hell they want too. But we always thank good cops, right? If we find good cops, we thank good cops. And this might not make much sense, but I think I want to thank bad cops. Does that
interesting? Interesting.
I mean, does it make sense to you?
Well, if you mean it in the way that you want to thank them for lighting the fire under the movement, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's what's going on, Ken. That's what I was getting at. Like, we can thank good cops for doing the right thing now, but we would not have a movement. We would not have this community if it were not for bad cops, what they were doing then. So I wanted to open up the panel, talk about, where people got introduced to this, that bad cop that introduced to this community. Then every cop after that who's miserable, and then whenever they see you with a camera, and then you can say, hey, well, listen, don't be upset with me. If you have any problems, call Officer so-and-so. And then give you an update on some pretty bad piggies as well. But we got Brian from News New England here. We have his beautiful wife in the background. She is, not only is she subscribed to my channel, but the notification bell is set to always, even Brian's playing.
Yeah, and she just got here with a whole bunch of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And so she's coaxing me to the kitchen with the Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I'm going to stay here and talk to the American hero.
Well, I mean, thank you. I am an American hero, despite what everyone says about me.
Well, you despite what people say, you should look at this total, person. Yeah, you're definitely the American hero. Looking at what you do for the movement, what you do for the people. Yeah, you're an
Brian, have you had anything to drink today?
Not enough.
Because even I know that I'm an asshole. I mean, it's non-debatable.
Oh my God! If anybody knows you're an asshole, I know you're an asshole. You and I have had some pretty good knockdown dragons, buddy.
Yeah, but I like those kind of fights because normally people just talk shit and run away. I like the fights where we actually have people that'll stand up and when you throw that blow, they'll throw one back, and then you give them that look and you say, "All right, let's do this thing."
Yep, it's nice to once in a while air it out, get it done, get it over with, move on. That's what we usually do. Works
Now,
out
we're
well.
talking about your underwear, right? When you say air it
Yeah,
out.
yeah. What do you think we were talking about?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Who knows with you? I'm kind of scared for you right now, Brian.
Yeah, sometimes I kind of do cross off into different subjects depending on where I'm at in the mood and so forth.
Oh, USMC Water Rescue, USMC, excuse me, says Kentucky Fried Chicken, original or extra crispy?
She's got both because she never knows what mood I'm in.
Well, I think she just doesn't. She never knows how long you actually have left on this earth, so she tries to get you as much as possible. You know, squeeze in a lot in a short period of time, type of thing.
All right, fine. She doesn't know if I have my teeth in or teeth out, and I can't eat the crispy. Oh my God, you always have to get to the bottom.
I mean, it's AFA investigative series.
Yeah. Though the crispy is really painful on the gums, you know.
What did I fuck up the title or something? I got a message saying check the title. What did I misspell something? Let's see. Bad cops create a movement. AFA live.
No,
check the title.
back, BAC, back cops.
Oh damn! I do. Why do I do that? Thanks, cameras. I don't think anyone would have noticed that. Maybe that's
you know, that just kind of it'll catch attention. That's what you want. Something that'll catch attention.
Yeah. Can I wonder if I can edit it while I'm live. Let's see. I don't think I can until it translates.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I can. I can, you fuckers.
Yeah, double click up there on the header. It'll give you the option to head. I just didn't want to tell you. I just wanted to leave it up there so I could laugh at you the whole.
You're such a dick. Oh my God. No wonder I tell you I like you, but I really don't behind your back.
Hey, how many people we got in the room?
120.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's respectable for you.
I mean,
God, I wish I could have 120 in my freaking panel. I'm sorry. I digress.
We're normally, close to like 300 by now, but we're gonna start picking things up. Anyways, O'Brien, drop the link. Oh Jesus, John wants the link. You know what the fuck's gonna happen now, right, dude?
Oh Jesus Christ! Hold on. Let me get the echo. Hold on.
Go ahead. Yeah. Get everything that you need to prepare for this.
I gotta get my bottom teeth in. Oh God, I can't. They're in the. Never mind. Forget the bottom teeth. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, be careful. She's gonna, she might get feisty. I heard that she's been whipping Hoosier News' ass all day, all fucking day.
Cool. I love that about her.
I don't like that part of her. It scares me half to fucking death.
Hey,
she's
like
5'1"
whipping. Buddy, if she's whipping somebody else's ass and not our ass, that's a good thing.
This is true. So I just have a feeling, like, I wanted to get onto the topic, but I have a feeling that she's gonna come in here and just Fear Zero sent you an email.
Oh, shit. Have you sent money to feed the dog?
To what?
Have you sent any money to feed the dog?
What do you mean?
My
dog's fed. My dog's fed.
Yeah, but I mean, is she? Have you got the dog yet, or is she still feeding it?
Well, how the hell would the dog get here?
Oh, I didn't know you already had him.
I don't have him. I'm saying, how would the dog get here in the first place?
That's what I'm saying. She's gonna come in here and give you shit about feeding your dog.
Hey, Brad Steele, what's going on, bro? Well, she is definitely going to do that. KY Packer fan. She's probably going to do that because she lives to fucking torture me. This is the most ornery old bat you have ever seen in your life. She lives to just torture me.
I don't recognize a lot of these names.
Which names?
The names in the chat. There's so many that I don't have in my chat.
Well,
I'm sorry. I changed the subject. I just there's like Randy and
we have Randy. We have invalid names.
Lucy,
Leslie, what's up, baby girl?
Hey, how come you guys haven't all came over and subscribed to my channel yet? Oh,
Well, they
there's
should.
lots of names that I don't have.
Oh no, here we go. Guys, subscribe to News New England. If you'd like to see more about him, then just stay tuned. We have a very special surprise coming up. Hold on. We have someone coming on pretty quickly. Hold on.
Satan's lady, behave yourself. Don't encourage her.
Here we go.
She
So we have
doesn't-
someone coming on right now. Here's her music.
Satan's lady's trying to encourage me getting an ass whooping. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the panel probably the most ornery bat in the existence of mankind. She can instill fear with one single ratchet eye. Hide your children and your dogs. AFA presents the Old Salty Bitch. Hello, D. Johns. D.
DeJohns, I had nothing to do with it. I love you. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't even know he was going to do that. I swear to God.
Idea. That was Brian's idea.
No, I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't even know about it. I swear to God, DeJohns, I love you.
Brian, would you shut that creepy serial killer music off?
That's, oh my God. D, you know better, right?
What are you doing, D?
That's scary. She's not talking yet. I mean, somebody's getting in the ass.
I know she was in a car.
No, that means somebody's going to get an ass with her.
Could be. Oh, no, she hit mute.
Hey, Hoosier, what's happening? Somebody
So,
said
Brian,
hi.
tell us. Oh, we got Hoosier News now in his house. Brian, tell us. There came an experience at one point in time where a bad cop created a movement for you. Tell us about where you were, who it was, and what that led to.
Well, long time ago, back when I was a child, this cop gave me a hard time and gave me a ticket. And ever since that time, I said to myself, I'm going to be an auditor just like my hero, the American hero, AFA. And all the time growing up, I always said when I get to that point, I want to be like him. I want to do the things he does. I want to experience the things he's experienced so that I can be the man that he is already. Is that enough? Did I earn my $20?
Yeah, I already sent it to you in the PayPal. It's over there.
Okay, thanks.
But I mean, I would have appreciated something more believable because when you were a kid, no one even was old enough to be horny enough to have me. So,
Ginger, I love you. Ginger, what's happening?
I love Ginger Snaps more. Shut up.
No. Ginger is one of my favorite. She's the most lovable.
She is, but I said it first.
My wife just gave me and my daughter. First, my wife came out, looked at me, went back. Then my daughter came, looked at me, went back. Oh God. Okay, let's just
balls. Do you understand that?
What?
That you are just like a kick in the balls to me. Is what you
Why
are.
is that?
Because I can't stand you.
Why? I'm the man of the house. Why?
Because you just drive me insane. You drive me insane.
Hi, baby. How are you?
You are the man in the house.
Okay. Oh shit.
Wow.
We have someone backstage, Brian.
Okay.
Do you know who it is?
God, don't tell me my wife is backstage.
No, it's not your wife. Much better looking than your wife. I'm gonna let him up. Let everyone up. Oh, Zombie's coming up too. Hold on.
Zombie.
So let's let our first person up. He's a really great kid. Really love him a lot.
How you guys doing? You guys doing good down there?
You know,
Ah, man, because I'm black. That's
I
right.
don't like you because you're black.
That's
And the
right,
reason
because I'm
is
black.
the only reason I don't like you is because you're black.
That's right. You know,
Man, you're not black. You're milk chocolate.
no,
happening?
I gotta have the race card, man. Fuck.
Where are you at right
Oh
now,
shit, that's the
Omaha?
police. That's the police.
Where are you at?
I'm in Nebraska.
Okay, so back home. You're back
Back
home.
home in Nebraska.
Can you help me out with something, Omaha?
What's
Have
up?
you been stopped yet today?
Hell no, these cops won't fuck with me here, dude. They all know who I am.
Has anybody pointed a gun at you within the last 48 hours?
Not yet.
Oh shit, you ain't no fun.
So
So what
Omaha,
happened when you said
the topic of discussion today is bad cops that created a movement. I like thanking good cops when they do a good job, but I really like to thank the bad cops that got us here. So explain to us the piece of shit cop that got you started in this movement, where you were, when it was. Let us know. Explain to us.
All right. So back in 2014, no, it was 2014. This cop got me evicted for disorderly conduct. I used to live in the towers, you know, like the public housing assistance.
Yep.
So this cop came to my court, and he didn't have to come to court. He came to my court and said I was a menace to the people that were living there, that I was dealing drugs and doing all these illegal things. He was lying to the judge because the judge was going to give me another chance. And the cop came in with that lying ass story. And I think his name is Officer Lapiso. It's Donald Lapiso. No, Donald Lucario. And I got the video of him. It's Donald Lucario. That's his name.
Yeah.
And he lied to the judge and told him I was a menace, that I was a criminal, even though I didn't have a record except that disorderly conduct at the time. And he just pretty much ran my name to the mud. And the judge was going to give me, he said, you know what? I was going to give you another chance. But since this cop testified on you, and I believe this officer, I'm going to get you are evicted. You have 3 days to get out. I'm like, what the fuck? I was mad. That shit started me filming. That's what started me right there.
Okay.
Ouch, that hurts.
So when cops give you a hard time now, do you ever say to them like, well, if you're upset that I'm here, go talk to officer so-and-so, badge number, go fuck yourself, because I wouldn't be here ripping you a new asshole right now and getting paid for it if it wasn't for that fucking lowly scumbag.
No, I don't really mention it like that because, you know, I try to let go of the past and move forward. You know, what's done is done. I can't go back and change it, but I should start doing that. But I haven't seen that cop in a long time.
You're a bigger man than I am, because I wouldn't be able to, like, I do that. Like, I'll see these fucking guys, and, like, sometimes a cop will be like, well, let me ask you something. Even if they say nicely, well, let me ask you something, dude. Like, really, like, you know, you're an intelligent kid of all the things in the world. Why do you do this? Why are you here filming me right now? I'm like, you know what? Sergeant John Burnham, badge number 75, Wakefield Police Department. If you disagree with any of the videos that I've done until now, or with anything that's happening here today, you should probably do not call him and share your grievances as a police officer, because it's his fault.
Let me tell you what I would do if I was you, Omaha. I would go and I would beat him like a $20 Polly Crispy.
Ah.
I would beat him like a $20 Polly Crispy.
And I think my issue is I'm willing to forgive and let go a lot of things, because at the end of the day, yeah, that cop was an asshole. He did me wrong, but I really don't try to hold grudges, you know. And I think that's where I'm just too fucking nice. That's the problem. I've had cops kicking my door for a robbery I didn't commit. Okay, a robbery. I didn't do it. They knew I didn't do it. They said a 16-year-old kid did it, and I was in jail at the time that it happened. So I forgave them for that too. So that really amped me to film even more. That shit amped me up. And that was when I was beginning to film the cops. Like 2014 and 15, I wasn't really doing it like that. It was when 2016 hit is when I was active, like full-time active.
Wait, so USMC says, Floyd, hands out of your pocket now for officer safety.
You know what?
USMC Water
That's what they
Rescue,
always
what's
say.
up? That's one of my homeboys. That's one of my subscribers right there, I think.
I don't, my opinion on officer safety is I don't think cops fear for their safety. I think it's just a legal jargon they use to get out of what they about to do to people. For example,
Well,
if a cop,
yeah.
hold on, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was saying, yep, I agree.
If they really fear for their safety that much, why are you working in law enforcement? If I was afraid, let's say I'm afraid of Josh. Let's just say I was afraid of Josh, which I'm not afraid of nobody, but let's just say I'm afraid of Josh, right? Why would I work with Josh? That don't make any sense. If I was afraid of somebody, I wouldn't be near them. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't drive 20 hours to go see somebody. If I was afraid of a person, why be around that person? You know, so why work as a cop? If you're in fear of your safety, you should quit your job and go work at McDonald's, Walmart, or go to college and get a different profession. You know, if anybody's scared, it should be me of them. You know, because I don't have a gun badge. They do.
Absolutely. These guys have, a federal and state budget. They have firearms, they have tasers, they have handcuffs, zip ties, special cruisers, special operations, and they're scared of unarmed citizens. You know what I mean? If they're that fucking paranoid, then, they can play Call of Duty or something where they don't actually get shot back at in real life.
Yeah, and they're not. I don't like I said. They're not fearing for their safety. They only do that for legal jargon. So if they do something to you, they can say, "I fear for my safety," and I didn't know what he had, and I didn't have time to react, and I didn't know, and that's when that qualified immunity kicks in. Remember, qualified immunity kicks in because they didn't know something. So if they knew and they were wrong, they can be liable. But they'll just pretend like they didn't know and get away with it. A lot of times when you say they're doing something wrong, they'll ignore you because if they realize they're doing something wrong, they can't use qualified immunity to get away with it. It's actually smart, though. Let me through, man. Let me through. Why are you jumping up? Yeah.
So this is one of those moments. Go ahead, Zombie.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think it's kind of ironically funny that a lot of times people will have their hands in their pockets when a cop walks up to them, and then the cop tells them, "You need to take your hands out of your pocket." Excuse me, you walked up to me.
Well, here's what
my
you
hands
need to
was
do.
already in my pocket.
I do this to cops all the time, and I will tell you one thing: they cannot fucking stand it. I will tell
Josh.
them.
Hey, Josh. I can smell that friggin' chicken out there.
Well, then run along, Brian. Run along to the chicken, but send me some.
Okay, I'm sorry, but oh God, I can smell that chicken, and it's just calling to me. It's good
Then just go.
Good
So now
thing
you're
you-
going to
Kick him, AFA, kick him.
You know what? I am going to pick them.
Everybody, I'll be back. I'll be back.
I removed him before he could leave. Fuck that guy with his fucking chicken.
And then he was just trying to chicken you on there and teasing you with the chicken.
Wait, what do you say you do to officers?
Oh yeah, so when they come up to me, now in the beginning I would just be like headstrong at all of them. Now I kind of wait until they fuck with me. But what I'll say is I think it's always best for us to flip the script. I say, "Excuse me, officer, can you keep your hands out of your pockets, man? Can you keep your hands where I can see them? It's for public safety." And they get so triggered. They can't stand that shit. They cannot stand it. Any moment where you can flip it on them, I do that. Fuck it. If I see a cop driving crazy, I'll be, "Excuse me, is your last drink public or private?" And they will get so triggered. Like, how dare the public ask them the same question that they just asked to a member of the public?
Yeah, that's what they do. They don't like it when you question them. They hate that shit. I mean, they hate it because if you look at it, they don't want to buy. They're supposed to be an authority figure. They're supposed to be the ones that tell you what to do, not you telling them what to do. And they hate a guy who is not afraid of their power. And especially in my situation, when they point a gun at me, it doesn't faze me. If you watch this video that I'm about to upload, I should send you a link to it. They kept telling me to step like back up, and I just kept walking up. For one, I couldn't hear you, and they was pointing guns. I was surrounded. So when you show no fear to these police officers, you show no fear. They hate that. They hate it. So I'm not afraid of these cops. Like if you're not doing nothing wrong, you have nothing to fear. You're right. I wasn't doing nothing wrong, so I have nothing to fear. What do you mean? Why do I need to be afraid of something if I'm not doing nothing wrong? You know what I'm saying?
And just because you're not doing anything wrong, you need to fear these guys that are cowardice and will shoot now and then go, oops, my bad.
They do that too, and I think it's unfortunate that we have cops that are not real men. And I told a cop, I said, look, man, if you fear for your safety, let me take your job. I'll do it for you. I don't need a gun. Give me a taser, right? Give me a taser and all the other equipment you have, and I'll do it way better than you, bro. What more level head? And I got anger issues, so I can do it way better than you.
Floyd, someone's backstage. Floyd, I found we've been doing something great on this panel. We got Shelly. Hold on, I'll bring Shelly up. Whoop, Shelly, where'd you go? Shelly was here a second ago, but she's not here now. Floyd, we've been doing something amazing, reuniting people with their long-lost twin brothers, okay? Zombie's been reunited with his long twin brother, and, I feel that we're friends, and I want to help by reuniting you with your long-lost twin brother, if I could.
All right, go ahead. I gotta find him anyway. I haven't seen him in a year.
Okay, so here he is, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Omaha Cop Block's twin brother. Let's pull this up here. I can expand the screen. Shelly's here. Hey, Shelly, we're just showing Omaha Cop Block's twin brother. This is something that we do on AFA because we're trying to help the community. We're trying to bridge some gaps here. So, ladies and gentlemen, Omaha Cop Block's twin brother. Let me put up the screen a little better here so you guys can see. This is on a video released by San Joaquin, my buddy Dave over at San Joaquin. Look at that guy. Looks just like
it's still kind of hard to see. Can you bring it up bigger?
I don't think he looks like me, but if he do, I gotta meet him. He might be my brother.
Hi Josh, how you doing today?
What's going on, Shelly?
Hey Josh, I just wanted to let you know that you don't realize this, but I'm your long lost sister, twin sister. Just wanted to let you know that.
Shelly, I just want to let you know that are you on a boat or a beach right now?
Yeah, I am.
You are. Excellent. So Zombie just messaged me and he said, wow, Shelly looks beautiful today. Can we see what she looks like in her bikini?
You might get your channel. You might have a channel.
Oh my goodness.
What's even prettier is this beach.
Where so let me guess. Right now, I have no idea where you live, but you are on a beach in the Bay Area right now.
I'm sorry. I am somewhere in that vicinity. Yeah, this is a really great day. Really glad to be here, guys. I'm glad that everybody's kind of doing their thing, getting along. That's the best thing because we're here to have fun, and we're also here to exercise our rights and just make sure that they're there on a daily basis for us because they're supposed to be.
Well, we got 2 comments in the comment sections for you. Rusty Bedspring says, Shelly is on a boat with no holes, LOL. And then Glenn from Louisiana says, she is hot.
Thank you. That's nice.
Who are you with, Shelly?
I appreciate that.
Who are you with right now?
Believe that.
Who are you with?
Your favorite person.
Oh my God, the one, the only, the most beautiful. Dr.
It's his panel, so
He's
not going to be mean on his own panel, so I
No,
it wasn't him, it was
Finkelstein. Well, if Finkelstein came up, he would be mean no matter whose panel he was on. But look how beautiful she is. Oh my goodness. Okay.
She wears makeup to the beach. What?
Wait, hold on, Shelly. Put the camera back the other way. Everyone's getting their eye candy for the day.
I did make fun too. Biatch, you're the biatch. Biatch, we're about to have a panel right now. Shit, it's my long.
Okay, well, let's have a panel. Let's have a panel. We can call this the 60
panel.
seconds. Let's have anyone in the chat come up. If anyone wants to ask, we're gonna make this the hot girl section. If anyone wants to come up and ask either one of these girls a question, the link is in the chat. Listen, the last time Dr. Finkelstein was on, he was not kind to either of these women, which is a travesty and a tragedy because Finkelstein is a dick. But now we have Sunny and 75 with two beautiful gals. So let's ask them whatever questions we have. I think, we got someone backstage. That was quick.
That was cool.
Oh, God, it's HBO Matt.
HBO.
Hey, HBO Matt. Rosebud. What? Rosebud.
It's hard to see anything at the
know.
I can't hear you.
Right.
It's not HBO, man.
Maybe if we put our heads together, we can block out
Oh,
some of
it
the
is.
sun.
What'd you say?
Hey,
It's
I
just
want to.
so hard to see things at the beach, so I'm like, well, maybe if we put our heads together, we can block the sun.
Well, so let me ask you a question. What did a dad say to a priest at the beach?
The dad said to the priest, "What kind of a priest? Oh, a priest is Catholic. Catholic.
Yeah. What did a dad say to a priest at the beach?
I don't know.
Excuse me, father. Could you get out of my son?
Oh, that's so wrong. It's so wrong on all levels.
Too
It's so
soon?
Oh.
Too soon.
Yeah, too soon.
So can we have some fun here, Shelly? I think you should take the phone with you, and we can do Shelly on the street, right? Or Shelly on the beach.
I'd love to. I know that I haven't seen any police officers. I haven't even seen anybody get pulled over. I have left a work phone. It was an iPhone outside, and I came back 5 minutes later. It was still there.
Okay, well, I was thinking something more along the lines of
Area.
we walk up to strangers and we say like random things to them. Like, for example, I would say to you, Shelly, tell the next stranger you see, excuse me, can we go into the outhouse so you can tell me if this is infected? Something funny like that.
He always comes up with something funny. Listen, Josh, there was a time when I visited you, and you had
Hey guys, I want to show you where I grew up at. This is the hood.
You had to be, yeah, that too, but you had to be on live. The very first moment that I met him, he was on a live panel with Brian. And I didn't realize this, but dudes were telling him to say things to me or ask me questions. And at that same time, I'm just like, okay, I'm thinking these are really weird questions to be asking somebody who just met me.
Shelly, now that you bring that up, we might just have to show people the very first time that we physically met each other in person.
No,
She only wanted to cuddle. She just wanted to cuddle.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Omaha.
Hey, hold on. I want to show you guys where I grew up at, man. This is where I was born and raised.
Show me
right
where
here,
you grew
guys.
up.
Look at this.
He has things at his fingertips.
I'm on 40th and Ave, 40th and Bedford, guys. This is where I was born and raised. 40th Avenue. This is the heart of the hood. There's a lot of gang violence over here, man. This is the house where I had a crush on a chick at.
Okay.
That's the house you had a crush on a chick at. That's descriptive.
That's where he got his first piece of ass at.
That's where you drank your first 40.
I mean, that's
This is
the
my
building
other
he had to
friend.
climb
This is
out the
what-
back window of.
I'm going to show you where my mom lived. This is the neighbors I had beef with right here. This is the neighbor's house I had beef with. This is where I used to grow up at. This house right here. This is my mom's old house. I used to grow up right here.
But
This is where I
Omaha, have
grew
you
up at.
really grown up?
I know that's what I was about to
32,
say.
36, North 40th Avenue. This is
Omaha,
where
they
I
got
used to
Joe.
grow up at.
There's a lot of homeless here, though. Sure.
This,
Omaha, have you actually really grown up yet?
yeah. What's up, man? You remember me, do you? Lord,
Oh, you don't remember me, do you? I'm that dude with the dude that knows another dude.
remember?
I think he's giving up his binky by now.
It's big.
So, guys, This is
Boy.
Omaha's hood where he grew up
Hold on.
in the street.
You remember that?
Remember that
It's
time
been
I
a
jumped
while,
out that
man.
back window and her daddy came out chasing me with a shotgun?
Chilling. Man, it was nice seeing you, man. I can't stay long. I was just showing people where I used to live in the hood.
He's famous now. This is like, you know, back to the streets. He's famous now.
He's the Fresh Prince.
Yes, he's the Fresh Prince of Nebraska.
Yeah.
Josh,
Yes,
Josh,
Shelley. Yeah.
when you gonna come meet up with me so we can go sit
My
at the
mom
oyster
moved
bar
from that house
for a
over
little
there.
while?
She don't live there no more.
Well,
He
That
doesn't
one
want
right
to
there,
put it.
that used to be a White House. The one that says Davis one.
He won't put it in your
It did?
butt, Sally. Just give it up.
I should put a dick in your butt. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, my mom, that house caught on fire?
guys, I'm going to show something right now. I'm going to show something. While Omaha talks to his old neighbor, I am going to show something real quick. Omaha, I'm just going to mute you for a second. I am a huge romantic. I've watched The Notebook almost one time in full, like not completely, but I'm a huge romantic, and I'd like to go back to the very first time that I met Shelley.
Omaha's not muted.
No, see, that's what I'm saying, dude. You have things at your fingertips. I know exactly what you're gonna
I have
play.
nothing at my fingertips, Shelley. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just in fucking case nobody's seen it yet.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, Omaha.
Hey.
Yes, Omaha.
Sorry,
Omaha in the
house.
house.
My mom's old house.
That's
the
fine.
one burned it on fire. They tried to kill my mom.
Oh, that's fucked up, man.
What the hell?
Yeah, they
Oh,
burned it. That's
sweetheart,
why she moved
sorry.
out, because they burnt the house on fire. Yeah, the dude was telling me about it.
So, Omaha,
Yeah, they tried to kill my mom
I want to show you a video.
and my sister.
Well, I'm not going to ask or incite anyone to violence, but if we see them, then a zebra should fuck that person in the ass. Just saying. But I would like to.
Ouch.
Oh, he just left.
Omaha's gonna get yeeted over cheating on an old game of Tiddlywinks.
Who's on the panel? These links.
So I'm going to show a video right now. Now, this is the first time I met Shelley. This is the first time I met Shelley. It was a beautiful moment. And it's something I'll remember for the rest of my life. It was very romantic. I myself am a romantic. So let's roll that clip of the first time that I met Anarchic Chick. She flies. We have all these problems. We can't get a rental. We can't get this. Her license is all fucked up. And I was fucking with her. I was on video, and I had an earpiece in my ear, and I had to say whatever was repeated to me. Well, while that happened, this happened, and it's a piece of YouTube gold. She is now sentenced to a lifetime on YouTube. Let's take a look. Hold on. Start over. Here we go.
Is this the bus thing show?
Yeah, don't give it away. Don't give it away. Here we go. Damn, I missed that jacket. I left it in Florida.
Ooh!
Look
Let's
at
blow
her.
that up. Hold on. Let's blow that up for a second. Let's run that back.
There she goes again. What a clumsy biatch.
Let's run that back. All right, here we go. This is the first time I met Shelley. We're on one of those moving buses, and the bus driver
Is there any sound?
does not wait for her to move.
I think you need volume.
Are there non?
Hold on, yeah, let me put the sound on. My bad. Hold on, let me put the sound on here. Hold on.
What do you call a non-moving bus?
That's an fair point. Fair point. Hold on a second. Let me remove this one.
Let me put this on. Put that on.
Okay, here we go, guys. So now we'll be able to hear some sound with the no difference between a moving bus and a non-moving bus. Here is Anarchic Chick and the first time we met. What a beautiful day I'll never forget.
You're always wrong. Sorry. Herpes are playing on.
Slow motion.
Did the White Claw make it?
What's going on, guys?
So that was a beautiful fucking moment in my life where
I get knocked down and I get up again, and I get knocked down again, and I get up again.
Don't play it like I get knocked down and I got up again, because you did not get up for like 3 fucking days.
You're lucky Josh didn't hump you.
Yes.
I'm so lucky. It was so. Oh my god, dude. No. But you know what Josh didn't do? He didn't help me up. He didn't help me up. What did he do?
He just said he's a gentleman and a romantic. What the?
He kept filming the video. He got some good footage and he wouldn't put it down. Josh the romantic.
Josh,
Gotta
what do you
love
have to
him.
say for yourself?
Sorry, I was thinking like any good romantic would, and I had 2 options. I could reach out and break her fall and catch her in my arms for all the kind things she's ever done to me as a friend. Then I could sweep her back off her feet, and then the Goo Goo Dolls could play. That sounds like a great option. But the second option was, I got a camera. I can let her fall and film this, and that's what I went with.
Yeah, and it's an extension of our arms, you know. Is that? I think our umbrella just flew away.
Yeah, you smashing your hip on the hard floor did not trump my rights. So, sorry.
Josh.
It didn't happen.
Sorry, Shelly.
Josh, it wasn't a clumsy move though. You got to realize though, the dude was looking in the rearview mirror and going, "I'm gonna get this one." You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
And,
did it on purpose, but that's what's even funnier.
Well, it's kind of against their rules to do that. I'm pretty sure they.
I mean, I don't think in the rules it says anywhere specifically that can't start so fast that crazy lady will fall over.
I'm not a crazy lady. I'm just a little crazy.
I didn't say that. That's what the bus driver told me. HBO Matt, can you tell me what's up with these flashlights?
What? When are you getting back to Indiana?
Yeah, I know exactly what you sent me. For everyone that's on here, HBO Matt has sent a flashlight to every single person in this entire movement. Then he gives me a hard time for months about not sending me a flashlight. Then he sends Chuck motherfucking Bronson a package of flashlights, big flashlights. And you know, like the size of the flashlight, it was a keychain flashlight. It was still very bright. I'm not going to lie. I won't publicly say that I'm going to use it. I'm still going to use it.
No,
Hey, not everybody's gotten a flashlight yet. I haven't gotten one either.
The entire point,
Where's my flashlight?
Josh, is
Yeah, I
that
didn't
I
get one
want Salazar to file a protective order against you for shining a keychain light at him.
But how am I going to get that done with the world's smallest flashlight? That's what I was going to laugh.
That's what's gonna make it so awesome, is when he tries to file assault charges on you for a keychain light.
That's fucking great.
Get back to Indiana, you'll have fun, trust me.
I'm going to be back up there shortly. We got to hook up, man. I fucking watch your videos all the time. I check in on the live
I put
stream.
the avatar.
Sorry, I muted Shelly because she's being noisy.
I try to meet up with people, but a lot of times when I'm in the right place, I don't have enough time.
I know.
And
You're
you
out
never
there-
get to the West Coast. Damn it.
No, the California runs, I get maybe one every 3 months.
And Wright's Crispy's here, and he says, no flashlight here. Really? Not even to Wright's Crispy?
I don't think I've sent one to anybody in Florida yet.
You're losing
And
friends
I'm not
that
even in
second.
California.
But I mean,
HBO.
if I did it, I'd have to send a big package. It means like another $500.
Yeah, and then you'd send a really small light to me. Just so everyone knows, people say that auditors don't make a difference. You know, HBO Matt.
Before it was a passing note.
HBO Matt didn't just reach into his pocket and pull out a 1,000 flashlight fucking gift card. He won a lawsuit when his rights were violated, and he followed through. And then because these cops have flashlights and we're normally less equipped than they are because we don't have government backing, he sent flashlights out first to all the major auditors and then to almost every other auditor in between. So you see these videos where we're lighting up cops with flashlights and, you know, we're able to flip the tables on them. That's because an auditor gave back to this community. And a lot of people
I spent about $3,000 before I ever got the lawsuit. And then once I got the lawsuit, I spent about another $4,000.
So everyone should go.
I'm at about
subscribe to HBO.
$7,000 worth of flashlights sent out so far.
And I got a fucking keychain, you fucking dickhead.
I got a phone.
You got a keychain that's custom engraved.
What does it say?
Oh,
It says HBO Matt on it.
Okay.
Let's go.
all right.
Let's go
I
rollerblading.
figured it was gonna say something like the flashlight matches the drapes or something like that.
No, I can only do 18 characters, sadly.
Everyone go subscribe to HBO Matt. HBO Matt.
Already subscribed.
Do you remember
Long time ago.
when you met that first cop that started this for you?
The what?
Like what was the first time that you had an interaction with a cop and you said, I'm gonna make this a movement?
That's the up in Peebly, the very first one. The guy that got me the lawsuit.
Well, that's not a bad fucking start.
No, yeah, my very first ever cop watch, I got $75,000 for being detained for 15 minutes. So I think I did pretty good.
I would agree, but I would have to publicly disagree because I don't have a fucking flashlight. And then when I get that, I'm gonna talk all sorts of shit about you for sending me a keychain light. But when I get that keychain light, you better believe I'm gonna be throwing it in every cop's face. So I'm a hypocrite.
No, you get up to Indiana, we'll get things taken care of. There might be an email you should look at later.
Okay, all right, beautiful. We should get Rights Crispy.
Don't open up
here.
any emails from strangers. It might be a virus attached.
Well, listen, last time I met up with HBO, man, I got a virus anyways, so it had nothing to do with opening up an email.
I'm being a smart.
It could be a while before I send out any more lights because the economy fucking sucks right now.
Well, thankfully, I mean, I guess thank you so much, NY Yankee One. Thankfully, and it sounds bad that I'm going to say this, but thankfully, there's a lot of bad cops out there. And I say thankfully because we can continue to expose them. I got a case in LaPlace, Louisiana, where a lawsuit is being filed as we speak. And before we even went to court to start creating an action, the district attorney already put out an offer. And I'm not sure what the biggest settlement in the auditing industry is, but the first offer was about $200K. So
there's been higher, but it involves guys that got damaged, as in they spent months in jail or the cops beat the shit out of them, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I fucking got we filmed. He arrested us for filming. They strip searched us. Fucking, we refused medical, and they still fucking injected us with the TB shots and all that shit. And then finally, when the phone calls started coming in, they realized who we were, and they decided we were unarrested at that point. So when we were no longer detained and we were free to go, our shit was put in the back of a transport van, and we were driven 3 hours out of town across 3 different counties and dropped off behind a shopping mall without our shit. So we were detained and held prisoner for 3 hours.
I was watching that one live. I kind of watch everybody's everything.
I mean, they don't even. I was told by their lawyers that they might not even be able to pay that. Like they might. Cause they're such a small fucking town that they might have to actually take a loan for that shit.
I guess
just tell them you'll take the town as payment.
They might.
No, I'm going to tell them if they send me bigger and brighter
AFA USA
I'm going to tell
town.
them.
Who's your lawyer?
I'm going to tell them if they send me bigger and brighter lights than HBO Matt, then we can figure this thing out. I'll give up the $200,000. I just want to stick it to HBO Matt.
Okay.
That was fucking awesome.
Josh,
who's your lawyer?
Yes, zombie.
That is making taking a plea. If you take down from
that's
fine.
I'll sacrifice my beliefs to get. I'll sacrifice my beliefs to get a big light. Matt.
But think about how many bucks you buy with all that money.
Zombie, here's how I look at it as far as taking settlements versus taking things all the way through court. Difference in money, yes, but also difference in, are you going to get some kind of court decision like Turner versus Driver? Everything they did to Josh is already illegal as hell and already ruled on qualified immunity. They're already established rights. So he can't get new court precedent by going through the courts on this one, because the cops are already fucked. All you can do is fight and maybe win or lose the actual qualified immunity fight, because you might have a shitty judge or something. But the actual principle on these cops having their qualified immunity stripped is already there. So you can't get a Turner
I know,
versus Driver out of
but
it.
he wants to give up the money for a flashlight instead.
Oh, he's
rather than
bullshitting.
yours.
The flashlights are
Yes.
$100.
And I'm just saying that think of how many flashlights you could buy with all the money or whatever that he gets, or with the town that he might get, and he
listen,
can charge
Tommy,
people rent.
In all actuality, when you're coming to settlements like these, I'm just making a joke with the flashlights, but you actually have more say in the argument stage. For example, I make it to trial. I could get a significant amount more, and then that's it. You know, the judge is going to demand that settlement be paid. The settlement will be paid, and that's it. However, if I say to this district attorney, all right, we can go to trial. I'm going to make you spend all your county's money over the next 2 years, and then I'll probably get $500,000. That's all they already don't have enough to pay me as it is. Or I can say, listen, I'll take you $200,000. But you're going to issue not only a written apology, but a public statement explaining how your cops violated my constitutional rights. And because of that, you're now agreeing to a settlement amount, even if it's undisclosed. Like, now I have the ability to force them into a corner. And if you get the opportunity to do something to the government that they regularly do to you, absolutely take it. Because at the end of the day, it's great to get $200,000. A lot will go back into the community, but it's more the principle.
What happened with mine is the first offer was freaking $30,000, which is pretty much normal. I told them the normal stuff. You guys are gonna have to. I'm not taking $30,000 unless you guys add on public announcement and training and some other crap. And so what they came back with a week later is, okay, we'll do $70,000 and no NDA. Like, okay, because there's a federal rule of procedure where if they make a official offer, not just negotiating, but they go in front of the judge and say, here's our offer, and you refuse it, if the jury gives you less money than that offer, you have to pay their legal fees up to the difference.
Right.
Even if you win.
Right. And here's the other thing people do. Like, they'll say, hey, listen, I'm going to get $50,000, but I'm only going to collect 30 after I pay my lawyer's fees. The first point of discussion we already had was, just so you understand, whatever amount of money you're talking about, add your legal fees on top of it, because I'm not paying because you violated my rights.
Well, you can do it either way. They can just give the higher amount. It doesn't really help now. Taxes, if you're in a lawsuit where you get taxed on the whatever you get out of it, then you can't deduct your lawyer fees anymore. That's one of the tax changes they made. So
really,
yeah. The only time
thing?
Yeah, that's federal. The only time now you can deduct your lawyer fees is if it's a lawsuit for your business, then you can deduct it as a business expense. Or if it's like what is it, Title VII, the sex discrimination kind of stuff, like a sexual abuse in the workplace. I think they did a carve out for that. But everything else now, if the outcome of the lawsuit can be taxed, then you don't get to deduct your lawyer fees anymore.
So should we as auditors turn ourselves into LLCs?
It's something. It's an option if you're going to be in the business of auditing. That's an option. The thing is, it really depends on the outcome or what the lawsuit's about. So for mine, I'm hoping it works out like it should, where I'm not going to pay taxes because it's a pure constitutional rights violation lawsuit. What you get taxed on is income. So if you're suing over something that happened at the workplace, you're suing for lost wages, that kind of stuff. That all gets taxed. So, but it's not a sure thing, and especially if if you get thrown in jail for a month and that's part of your lawsuit. Part of your lawsuit now is you lost a month's worth of income while you were sitting in jail, lost job opportunities, other damages done to you. Well, guess what? The federal government's going to consider at least that part of the lawsuit to be income. So the false arrest part, you might not get taxed on, but the part about all the damages done to you while you spend a month in jail, the feds are going to call that income, and they're going to want you to pay income tax on it.
It's fucked up how that works. You know, like they create the problem, and you have to deal with the consequences.
To be fair, they did this to everybody. They got rid of the freaking lawyer tax deduction for almost everybody.
I mean, when did that take? How long ago did that happen?
Is it?
That was the tax reform 2 years ago.
The
big one, the one that changed everything.
See, and that's what's good that we can have these discussions, because I like to consider myself very active and up to date. What's going on with case law, precedents being set, and lawsuits, especially in this community, because one single lawsuit has the ability, even if it's not case law, precedent, to set the tone for future events. And I did not know that. And it's important that we can have this type of dialogue with people like HBO. Matt and I joke all the time between people's live streams about these flashlights. But the point is that we have a continuous dialogue, and most communities don't have that type of dialogue. So it's important that people can do stuff like this and have these types of discussions. So that way, even someone like myself, HBO Matt's been doing this longer than I have, and I think that he's way better at it than I am. But sometimes you'll wake up one day and someone will say, yeah, I was going to say, you've been almost doing this just a little bit longer than Chuck has. And Chuck, most people don't know, Chuck is like the OG of cop watching, like the absolute mechanics of it.
Well, anytime that you have go-to people where you can go to somebody like HBO Matt and get information that you normally would have a hard time searching out, or you'd have to sit there for hours and hours and read through it, that you can go to somebody like Matt and find that information out, or go to somebody else. It makes all the time in the world.
Now, real quick, Brian, I know that you're a man of the people and you're always talking about your subscribers and especially your mods. You'll see Rusty Breadspring says, turn on your cam, Brian, and smash your cheeks together and say, I'm a chubby face fuck. I mean, I know I wouldn't do it, but I know you're also not one to turn away your subscribers or your mods. So I'll give you a full screen layout. Hold on, let me give you a full screen layout. Go ahead.
Everybody knows how much I love my mods and how much I love my people. And if you all come in and subscribe to my channel, I'll do it for you.
Well, you got to squish your cheeks together with your hands and say, I'm a chubby face fuck.
I'm a chubby face fuck. I'll do anything for my mod side.
Guys, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Let's take a poll. Actually, I don't even want to waste the time doing it. Let's not take the poll. If you are unaware or unfamiliar with News New England or HBO Matt, please subscribe to their channel. Make sure you set the notification bell to always. Analytics proves that only 18% on a good day of people that are subscribed actually set that notification bell. And it's super important for you to set that fucking bell. Oh man. Wow. Oh my God.
No. Man, that thing is like a great white shark of flashlights, isn't it?
No, I've got a poll I want to take here tonight.
Oh my God.
How many auditors on this panel have ever driven a truck?
Well, HBO Matt's flashlight is about the size of a fucking truck.
I've never driven a truck, but I've rode shotgun on a truck run.
Well, I can tell by the curtain behind Matt that is a is a sleeper berth behind him because
Yeah.
I spent 33 years crawling in and out of one of them. So I knew you were a truck driver. That's why I had to point that out. So
Yep.
there's two of us up here.
One of our terminals is in Wichita, so I've had a lot of time to go around there. The cops are too damn nice in Wichita.
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing of it is a little while ago, Josh asked me what got me into auditing. And what got me into auditing was driving the highway for 33 years and having DOT pull me over and do some of the the ridiculous things that they've done. You know, stop me and shut me down for a brake adjustment. That you know as well as I know, Matt. We could have gone across country with that brake adjustment. And some of the stupid things that they do to truck drivers. And you know, it's ridiculous. And then looking at what they do to the average citizen. You know, it's gotten to the point over the past 30 years. It's ridiculous, and it's got to stop. And it's got to take people like the four of us doing what we do to stop it.
I got a question for Matt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Matt, have you had a chance to revisit that situation where you ended up finding the evidence that the cops and their CSI team couldn't find?
I was gonna post an update video. I need to do that. I was just looking for.
And because I know that the guy left the hospital, and it.
He went crawling around the local cemetery, which is the size of like, the one of the parks in New York, and he got shot again somehow, and then they gave him a ride home. And he attacked the neighbor again and started stabbing their car with a knife. So the cops took him to jail for that. But he was back out after a couple hours. And then next day, the detective watched the cell phone video from the wife, which shows the fucking crazy guy trying to grab the gun away from the husband. And the detective called her back and said, don't pay the $50,000 bail. Yes, $50,000 bail for self-defense. Your husband's going to be out tomorrow.
Wow.
So that's what we got right now is everybody's back home safe, but the crazy neighbor's still there.
Wow.
Now, HBO Matt, everyone's pressing 1 in the chat. I'm not quite sure why. KY said hit a 1 if you've driven an 18-wheeler, and we have like 4 people. But someone also hacked my account and put on the ticker across the bottom, tell HBO Matt he needs to send AFA a big flashlight by pressing 1 in chat. Now, you're a man of the people, HBO Matt.
No. It's not AFA. It's NNE. NNE would like that. Like.
No, don't say that because now he's going to send it to you just to spite me.
Remember, fellow driver. And
hey, Zombie Enforcement wants a flashlight too, damn it.
I think Chuck has been rubbing his cock all over your flashlight, Josh.
Listen, I've received videos that I don't share, and I just want to tell you that we have smoke. You and I have so many problems that will be addressed, but I will tell you one thing. Let's just give an example. That big flashlight you showed would not fit down that cock's throat. The little flashlight you sent fit just fine. So now I have to wonder if Chuck would shove my flashlight up his cock, or else he would fucking shove it. So, the smaller the light, the more opportunities that I could be touching something that was inside Chuck's butthole.
You may not want that flashlight anymore.
He might have been going to stripper joints and asking the girls, "Can you handle this?"
That's a good point.
Brian, why did you block Rusty?
Who blocked Rusty? I never blocked Rusty.
He's saying Josh asked Brian why he blocked me. LOL. Hey, Brian, man. Okay, well, then there you have it. Well, we're going to find out in about 11 minutes when we go on your live stream if you blocked him. And if you did, then, we're going to figure out something terrible for you to do.
I may have to do a couple things before we do that.
I
Check
think
make sure.
we might get a little boost in the community once Leon Valley gets over, because I think Jack Miller is going to end up with about $1 million.
Oh
And
my
20
God.
other people are probably going to end up between 50 and 100K each.
Jesus Christ, like extra, fucking extra. Then you got Blind Justice. It's disgraceful that what's going on down there. What I see in this community, not even in this community, what I see mostly nationwide is when something disgusting happens. They'll fuck up, they'll pay, and then they'll change. Or if they don't change, they'll at least make it appear as if they change. And if you're following these updates from Chalkwall and Leon Valley and this shit, you'll see that Leon Valley, the city council, the town representatives, the management, the government, they're not only not changing, they're sticking to their fucking guns.
And that the only one I respect out of Leon Valley is Will Bradshaw, and he seems to be the only one that's sticking up for everybody.
Why they're trying to get rid of him.
Yep, exactly. And I'm not so sure about the mayor, because they keep trying. The council tries to get rid of her too.
Well, listen, you're going to get condemned. There's a video I think it was in New York. It's been on YouTube for about, let me get something backstage. It's been on YouTube for about 2 years now. And these cops are all getting sworn in. And, they're giving, a thank you to each cop. And at the end of this, the city councilman stands up and he calls a specific cop out. And the cop comes up and maybe you remember me. Yes, you did a false arrest on me. You fucked up in the report. And the cop was like, yes, I did. And he goes, well, fuck you and fuck all the bad cops. We're coming for you. Rights Crispy had a sheriff he was backing that was really going out of his way to back up First Amendment auditors. Let me tell you something. Backing First Amendment auditors is not a good public platform to try and get yourself elected. These guys get pushed out. They get pushed the fuck out. I'm telling you one thing, okay? You have to be 45 with no felonies to be a U.S. president. But I'm telling you one thing. In Massachusetts, you only have to be 25 to run for governor, and your background does not matter. I will most likely 98% not get governor, but I guarantee you I'll beat out the fucking other smaller parties. Like, that's what we have to fucking do. I can tell you.
If you become Governor Josh, I will give you a flashlight that's engraved Governor Josh.
Wait, hold on a second. You said if I become governor, you will give me what kind of a flashlight? A big light?
The big
like
one. I'll give you. Yeah, this one's $600. You become the governor, I'll give you a $600 flashlight.
Okay, I didn't even want to be fucking governor, but I'm gonna be able to show my leaps and bounds by putting my keychain light up against the HBO Max big dick light. So I'm gonna become governor just for that.
And what is the lumen on that flashlight, Matt?
Huh?
What is the lumen on that light?
Oh, that one's 25,000.
25,000 on the big one.
It's the X9R. It's $600.
Wow.
Listen, I've been looking at those. I was with Extra, and I was actually with a No Name. Extra had a HBO Matte light, and we were using Extra's truck. So we were driving down the highway in fucking Texas at like 2 a.m., 1 a.m. And as you know, it's fucking pitch black out there. You can see nothing. There's just this line of trees. Actually, it was Louisiana, excuse me. There's just this line of trees. So I took the flashlight and I stuck it out the window, and I could see like 200 yards in the distance with zero visibility, pitch black, what looked to be like a man, having sex with what looked like a farm animal. And then I immediately turned to Extra and I said, I gotta get me one of these lights. The activities. So much room for activities. Chuck, get up here, man. HBO Matte Light has said that he sent me the keychain light to you that's engraved, but he's gonna send me a big dick matte light if I become governor. So you need to get up here right now. So that way, we can show the difference between this little flashlight and the flashlight that I will have when I'm the governor of the once great state of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
When does the election for governor come up again?
In Mass, very closely approaching.
Because you probably haven't had enough time to.
He can't get a primary now.
No, I mean, here's the thing. If you look at it, when you're talking about presidents, it's something different. When you're looking at state reps, congressmen, governors, lieutenant governors, shit like that, there's been multiple times where the margin of loss has been 1,000 to 50,000 votes. I mean, this has happened quite a bit across this country. I mean, think of it. We have 60,000 people on this channel. You know, if someone ran for governor, I'm giving them my audience. Okay, I'm not here for the politics. I'm here to report. I'm here to report, but I'm also here to support the auditing community. Right, so I'm sending all my people to that. If you think about it, we can get a conglomeration of auditors all together and do this. We have the power to swing the vote. So when someone says, I'm not going to the ballot because my one vote doesn't make a difference, well, I'll tell you one thing. If you need 20,000 votes to win, and I got an audience of 60,000, my one vote has just turned into 59,900 votes.
But how many of those are in a mass?
Well,
because a lot of us aren't in your state, and we're not registered to vote in your state.
Now, unless I'm wrong, I can see the analytics that specify by country, and it'll give me the views down by the country. I've not seen a part in the analytics that specify state. I would have to say that.
No, only YouTube can see that.
Right. I would have to say that I think any auditor, they're always going to be more present in their home state. Like I've worked with Brian and other channels, and when I walk around in Boston, I mean, I pull out a camera, the cops run away, they don't arrest people, and then I'll go out of state and no one will know who I am, and then I'll get recognized here and there. So most auditors have more of a presence in their home state, but you know, we have a global reach. I mean, even if they're not from here, chances are they have family that knows somebody. I mean, if it's true what they say, one person will tell 5 other people, then we've just more than quadrupled the size of our reach. You know, Joe Pereira, he's fucking phenomenal. I mean, if you had people like Joshua Martinez, Joe Pereira, you know, subscribe to both their channels, that were involved in our government. You know, these guys are like the Rain Men of the Constitution. They don't have 50, 60,000, 100,000 subscribers, but they're out there getting jailed. You know, they're out there doing work on the streets. Eric Brandt is one of the biggest legends in this community, and he has less than 20,000 subscribers. That's the same reason.
Well, that's because they've killed his channel.
Exactly. The guys that back us will never get into government. The guys that are really doing the footwork out there are not going to get fucking pushed. And they're doing that for a reason. They don't want you to see what you can actually do. You know? And it's unfortunate. But the only way that shit's going to change is if we stand up and fucking vote. You have the ability to also go to the ballot box and choose undecided. But, you know, I can tell you one thing. When it was the time of the Revolutionary War, and, you know, people could only talk about politics when they presented a special coin to a bartender. They could go into a small saloon back room where they keep hay and talk about how to revolutionize this country. It started with only 2 men in there. And then at one point it was only 20. We have the ability to make one voice matter. And if we didn't, then we wouldn't be a fucking country. Oh, no, hold on. Let me put you on layout. That's okay. So, guys, you'll see.
That's the keychain.
Show them just the keychain light, Matt. So
there you go.
The big light is what he has. The keychain light is what he sent to Chuck Bronson for me. So basically, it's like, let's look at the flashlight like this. Like the big one is the big black top that showed up to the porn edition, and then I walked in with my little HBO matte light.
Dude.
And what's the flashlight that you most likely send to the auditors?
Stuff that's about this size.
And what's the lumen on that one?
1800. Look at this.
1800. Because but is that the one you usually send to the auditors? That one, the 1800?
Mine's got my name on it.
You're such a show off. Nobody likes to show off, Matt.
Friendship. Come on, focus. Focus.
And they may look small, but Chuck has a couple of them, and we went out with these lights, and it's been pitch black. And you can, when you see in videos that it goes to pitch black, and I light up a flashlight, these are the lights I'm using.
Friendship 2020.
Fuck you, Matt.
And Matt. So is that the actual make and model that you send to other auditors?
So this is the midline everyday carry kind of pocket light. So I'll send these and some of the bigger ones like the Seeker and the Warrior. They're because I hear people saying that they're getting like 3200 lumen or 50 something 100 lumen. 3200 is the Seeker. So that's the one that's a little bit bigger than this guy. It's got 3 LEDs in the front.
All right, guys, listen.
It really depends on what's on sale. The reason I'm able to do this and why it comes in bursts is because I only do it when Olight has a sale because they have them 30 or 40% off.
I'm surprised as much as you buy from them, they don't have you a special deal.
I do. I get free engraving for life now.
Oh wow!
And the 7,000. They added a $7,000 tier, and it's free engraving for life.
I guarantee you there will be a flashlight available on eBay that says AFA sucks at life. And it just it grinds.
I totally thought about just sending you one that said AFA sucks.
that yeah, absolutely.
I would have had to send an extra email to do just one light, and I didn't want them to be delayed anymore.
Listen,
that's why it took so long
I don't know.
to show up.
That's probably one you could sell on Massel, and they'd probably all take one of them.
My goodness!
Order a whole case. Probably order a whole case.
So Slow Burner says, Olight just came out with the Warrior Mini sale on Thursday. I'm going to wrap up this show because right now News New England has gone live with the New Me and Mid show.
Okay, hold on a minute. I have to say something first. Rusty Bedspring had said that he is blocked on my channel. That is not correct. He has said that Save the Humans is blocked on my channel. That is not correct also.
So they might be just fucking with you, but you're old, so you probably wouldn't see human.
Either that or I just went and unblocked him. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, that's probably the case. Brian, do me a favor. Sound off panel. I'm going to leave this thing for another minute or so. Spam the chat with your link. One of my good friends in this community is Rights Crispy. He's doing some amazing work along with HBO Matt and a lot of these other guys. They're going to be doing a review on one of his videos. I'd like to thank Zombie. Go subscribe to his channel, Zombie Enforcement Bureau. He just put out a phenomenal video that I shared, that gets into kind of the basics of HIPAA rules and stuff like that. Subscribe to Zombie Enforcement Bureau. Definitely subscribe to HBO Matt. Subscribe to News New England, Rights Crispy. Make sure you set the notification bell for always. We had an interview with Big Nick. We got another one coming up with someone over 200,000 subs. It's awesome when we can continue to learn and find out new things. So I thank everyone. Please make sure you go over to News New England right now. Do a channel raid. Let them know AFA sent you. And if you don't like something that you heard from me, go to a channel like HBO Matt, News New England, or Zombie. A specific auditor might not be for you, but I can guarantee you one thing. This community is for you. Thank you guys so much in the panel and the chat. And I didn't get a HBO Matt light, and that's the reason I stopped you today.
And Matt, next time you go live, make me a mod for your channel. You need some mods.
I don't do any mods.
You need to have one to watch just in case. And
HBO Matt.
I'm on the Freeman model. I'm on the Freeman model of no mods.
Well, listen, following James Freeman's footsteps is never a bad thing, and I check constantly to get my updates from Dr. Focky. But we're gonna wrap this thing up.
James he's moving into his new place. He literally has to build a house now, so it's gonna be a while before he's active again.
He just did a video the other day on fake news.
He was traveling. He's still gonna do random stuff if he runs across it, but he's literally got to build a house now. So it's gonna be a while before he's
you know what, Matt?
all the time.
He can build it in the fucking dark if he wants to, because he has a collection of HBO Matt lights. So fuck you.
He's got 3.
Yeah, and Chuck, I trip on the fucking flashlights, and he won't even let me use one.
Chuck doesn't get to keep all of them. He has to give them away.
No, before that, he even had a whole bunch of them, and I'd get out.
I gave him 2.
I'd fall on my face and I'd have to use the curb to break my fall. And I'd be like, Chuck, can I get a light? He'd be like, get your own HBO Max light. He would just say that because he knows I don't fucking have one. All right, I'm out of here. I'm wrapping this bitch up. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. That's the reason I stopped today. Crazy motherfucker, I'm out. Subscribe to HBO Max, News New England Zombie.
HBO
We'll
Max.
see you at News New England on the New Me and Mid Show.
HBO Matt, nice meeting you, Zombie. Good seeing you.
Yeah.
AFA. We'll see you sometime.
Fuck off, old man.
That's why I came here today.
Yeah, stop stealing my taglines.
See ya.